need.
Oh, if we have another guy, yeah. Looks like none of their guys are gonna help us. Where's all our help? Mike, it's the three of us. we were supposed to have some guys helping us here today, but nobody's coming over. There's supposed to be 4 guys helping us put this in today. Oh. This is why I like to bring my own people.
Those 4 guys aware they're supposed to be helping us?
Yeah, that's what they said, according to what Chris told me. Hey guys, Bondo. I am pulling into a job here. It's about 6:40, and it's February 9th, and we're pouring concrete, which is not usually the case in New York State. And guess what? We're gonna use a pump today because there's really not a lot of good ways to get in and out of this thing. So there's the pump. Looks like it's always pumped. I don't even know where we're gonna park here, so I gotta look at the job. There's the address. I'm gonna check this out. I'm gonna get out of my truck and look at what we got here. Talk to the pump guy. All right, guys, here's the job. Got radiant heat in here. They got radiant heat tied to wire mesh. It's a concrete block stem wall. Got the foam shaved down at an angle on the edge. Looks like there's a big footer down the middle. Concrete. I didn't do any of this work. I'm about an hour from home, and there's Chris and Mike are coming, so it's going to be just me, Chris, and Mike as far as my team. And I guess the builders got 4 guys that are going to just help us get it in, but honestly, me, Chris, and Mike could pour this ourselves, but that's all right. And then they got like a bunch more that they're going to do over here, so we'll probably end up pouring them too if they like us, which I'm sure they're gonna like us. Why wouldn't they? There's the pump. Pretty excited to be pouring concrete in February. This never happens. I'm usually riding snowmobile right now. So I guess we pour this section, and then there's gonna be, they're gonna raise up this block, and then there's another one. These are apartment buildings, like townhouses, so we could be, I'm sure we'll be back here. But this section here is what we're doing today, and the garage over here. I don't know where we're parking. There's really nowhere to park that I can see. I'm gonna wait and see. Chris should be rolling in here any minute. I got my truck and trailer. There's the pump. Circle T's bringing our mud all the way from New Haven out here. And we're putting accelerant in the mud, 2% accelerant, so that it dries quicker. It's got it's 4,000 pound concrete. I got my truck all set up. That's the new rig, new to me anyways. Ladder rack on there. Got a bunch of stuff in the trailer. I think we could pull in here if they move some equipment, but we gotta see what's up here. Got Mike and Chris and me. Riding motorcycles, February 9th. Upstate New York. This is crazy. So a little more light now, guys. This is the job. Basically, this is our pour today. Like I said, we'll probably be back if they like us. Why wouldn't they? But yeah. Not our job. We just showed up. We're just gonna help pour it. They got 4 guys that are gonna help us, 4 laborers that are gonna help get the concrete in. Me, Mike, and Chris are gonna put it down and finish it. Not too bad. I think it's like 2,500 square feet or something like that. There's a garage over here. There's a little porch here. We'll put a little extra air in that little tiny porch, a little extra air entrainment, because that's outside. We got some deep haunches here. I just talked to the pump driver, and we're going to put some pretty tight concrete down in these haunches to begin with, and get them poured out, so that can kind of stiffen up, and then we'll probably add a little water. But we got to see what the concrete comes in at. If it comes in at a you know, like a 5.5 or so, we'll just run with it. But if it comes in a little tight, like I'm hoping, we'll fill these in tight, and then we'll give her a spritzer of water and lay her down. We're probably gonna shoot for about a 5.5 to 6 inch lump with the main pour. But these here, I'd like to put about a 4 in there. Let that tighten up. Look at that, guys. You don't see a lot of pumps with us, but they had it all set up, so I'm not gonna complain about that. There's really not a lot of room in here to get trucks and stuff in. I had to park out in the road. I'm way over here on the side of the road. But I think we got everything ready. We got the laser here. We're gonna use that. We got a 6-foot bow float that we're gonna use to lay it down. First job, pretty much first big job of the year for me. So I was kind of scrambling this morning, making sure I had everything. We don't usually pour concrete in February, like I said. It's supposed to be cold next week, so little bonus. Stay with us. Ooh, check this out, guys. Look at my windshield. Hate to say it, but it's raining. Not good. It's supposed to be mid-50s today. It wasn't calling for anything, and here it is. Not good. Concrete ought to be here any second. And we got rain. Typical. That's why I don't like pouring concrete in February. Of course, usually this would be snow, not rain, where we come from. Hopefully it blows over, guys. We don't have to deal with it. We will see. Oh yeah. It's like a middle finger. Yeah, it's like a
Yeah, that's perfect.
yeah, look at line straight up. There's the, it's just a little blip right on top of us. Yeah, that'll be gone in just a second. Good. I'm getting a little nervous. This is concrete life, guys. Look at my windshield. Oh man. I think it's gonna blow right over according to that middle finger radar that we got right there above us. But luckily the mud ain't here yet. It's 7:30. Pump's all set up. They got here at 7, but we're just waiting on mud right now. So actually it'll be good. If you look, the sky looks good in the distance, so I think we're gonna be all right. We'll see. So guys, this is what's called an overhead pump. Unlike a trailer pump, so this has a boom on it, and they just swing it around. You really don't have to do much. They pretty much run it. Where a trailer pump obviously has a hose that you got to drag around. So you can get a trailer pump cheaper, but we're not actually paying for this pump. The builder is. So like I said before, we're just hired to come and put this concrete in and finish it. They had this pump service all set up for us, so I'm not sure on the rest of them if we'd be pumping them or what, as we could definitely do this without a pump, like with absolutely no problem. So maybe we'll run that by them, because we could wheel this pretty quick, and you could shoot some of it if you pulled the truck in right where the pump is. But I'm not complaining, that's for sure. It's gonna make our day go by pretty good today. But some of these other units right here, I mean, we could pull right in and pour these. That would be pretty easy. Some of these, I think there's 3 or 4 of these going in. So we're just waiting on mud. It's almost 8 o'clock, a little bit late, but that's okay, because it actually stopped raining, so we didn't get started in the rain. So I'm all right with that. We might power screed this. I brought the power screed. This is real small. We should be able to zap it real quick with the power screed, but we'll see. It was running a little rough. Needs a tune up again. But if not, we got our hand screeds. We might just hand screed it. Here comes the mud, guys. They're a little bit late. It's about 8:05. Looks Looks like Big Robbie's truck. I'm not sure if it's Big Robbie in the truck, but yeah, looks like Big Robbie. Maybe he got lost. What happened to get lost? Oh, Travis is the first truck? Yeah, I wondered, dude, because they're way late. Well, should we wait for Travis? Call him. Yeah, call him because I wondered. Oh boy. So we're not good. This is the second truck. So that ain't good. We're gonna have to move him. I really don't want to jump the second truck because it's gonna be 20 minutes older than the first truck. So Robbie's looking for Travis. Travis has got the first truck. I wondered why they were this late. They told me 6 minutes. It happens. What's that? You want me to tell him that? Back down? What are you thinking? Back him down? Okay. Here comes the mud, guys. We got the first truck. We got the second truck before the first truck, but Travis is here. We're gonna pull Robbie out of the way. This is concrete life, huh? These guys usually don't pull my mirror in here. Come on, buddy! What the hell happened here? Where you been, man? Come on, dude. You're killing us right now. Oh boy, I'm gonna pull this mirror in, guys, in my truck because looking like it's gonna be in the way. We'll just tuck her in like that. These guys are making us look bad here, being late like this. Now we gotta hustle. All right, we're gonna mix them up to about a 4 slump. He says he's at about a 3 right now. Mix them up. We got Robbie coming in at that angle. Robbie, hold on! Stop! 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 You ran it over. Yikes! All right, Robbie's coming in this way. I tried to stop you, dude. You didn't pop your tire. Luckily, it rolled over. Alright, we got 2. Hey, now we're looking professional. What? We're looking professional now. Yeah, we got a double deal now. Alright, we got both trucks in here now. Should be ripping. We're going to start with it a little tight, like I said, for them haunches. We're going to, Travis, like I said, is going to dump some tight mud in there. And then Robbie's actually got his mud at 5.5, so we won't have to wait for Travis to work on his mud. Hear that pumper running. This is the pump company we're using today, guys. All these concrete pumping. There's their info. We're looking for a pump around this area. Certainty right there. Yeah, I think Travis got lost a little bit. That's what happened this morning. But whatever, we'll get rolling here. That rain blew off, so we're in good shape. Hey guys, Bondo here. So let's talk about this job. We were hired to come up and help this this construction company that's building all these townhouses. We were just going to help them with this floor. They said they had 4 guys that pretty much know how to put concrete down, but they needed a couple guys just to kind of finish it guess they weren't too good at finishing. So they wanted us to bring 2 guys. So me and Chris were gonna go, and I kind of told Chris, I said, we better bring your brother Mike. I really don't feel comfortable showing up here with 2,500 square feet with these guys that I never met. You know, we don't know how good they're gonna be and stuff. And then you could see we had a lot of issues here that day. The concrete trucks, we had one show up, and the other one was driving around Syracuse. He was lost. So we are over an hour away from the plant. We got 2% accelerant in this concrete. It's 4,000 pound concrete. It also has hot water in it. So with all that, you could see how thick the slump is here, how low the slump is. It's a really tight concrete to work with. So I'm real glad I stuck with my guns and brought Mike, because I think we would have been in trouble here if we didn't have Mike, me, and Chris. They ended up giving us a couple guys here. The guy in the black sweatpants and shirt, he actually runs the construction company, so he was good help. You could tell he'd been around before. He'd been around raking concrete before. And they had the other guy who jumped in and was running the Tremie hose for a lot of it. So we ended up okay. They gave us 2 guys. I mean, they did promise us 4 guys, but we ended up with 2 guys. If the concrete wasn't so tight, I think it would have been a lot easier. And we had some other issues too. The power screed kept breaking, so it would stall and we couldn't get it to start. And actually, when the concrete is pretty stiff like this, the power screed works pretty good to bring up some fat, so it bow floats a lot easier. So you'll see us use the power screed. I got it right there now. I handed it off because it stalled, and I jumped in and started puddling, and Mike and Chris are screeding. So I think from this point forward, we just ended up pulling the whole thing off by hand. Yeah, I tried to go over and start that thing up several times, and I don't know what's wrong with that. I think I'm just going to buy a new motor for it, because I've had it worked on a bunch of times. I think it's just tired. I got 2 of them, and they're both tired, so we used to use them a lot, so I'm going to replace them. But you can see we just pulled everything off by hand, and everything went pretty smooth once we got rocking. That first truck was really tight because, you know, like I said, it was, I don't know, it was about an hour late, so we're an hour from the plant, so that concrete had been sitting in that truck for an hour and a half to 2 hours by the time we started using it. And he dumped all the water he had into it to make it workable, and we got it down as quick as we could, but it was still a real tight slump. This whole job was a pretty tight slump. You can see, I'd say we poured most of it at like a 4.5. You can see when we're screeding it here, it doesn't close up until you go back with the 6-foot bow float. You see Mike, he's got to hit it a bunch of times to get it to close up, especially the way we're hand screeding it. It just leaves it kind of open. But we had a beautiful day for February, I can tell you. You don't see weather like this in New York. I don't think I've ever poured concrete this time of year ever outside in my whole life. So that's pretty cool. I think we're going to pay for this weather that we're having, but it was kind of cool to be out there February 9th pouring concrete.
That's
So this job ended up being 30 yards, guys, and you could see, you know, that pump was definitely helpful because being short-handed, you know, we didn't have any of our guys that would be wheeling for us or anything. So it was nice to use the pump that day. We didn't pay for the pump. They did, like I said earlier in the video. The construction, the guy that runs the construction company in the black suit there, he paid for the pump. So it was a big rush job. They want to get this this project on the way because, I mean, as I'm doing this video right now, it's our weather completely changed. We got, you know, probably 6-8 inches of snow now, and it's you know, like 20 degrees out, so you couldn't even think of pouring concrete. We actually are going to be pouring some more concrete this week in this same job. We did get the rest of these pours, as I kind of laughed about it and said, you know, why wouldn't he like us? Of course he likes us because we did such a good job on the first one. We got all this work, so we're going to be pouring 3 more of these units for this builder, and it's a new connection for us, so that's a good thing. We're going to be working for them in the future, looks like. Well, guys, I was able to get out there and power trowel the first load. That's where I stopped. I was starting to tighten up, so I'm in pretty good shape. We're on the garage here. About got it half filled in. I'm going to move the tripod a little closer so you get a better shot of that. There's a pitch to the garage here. It's got a pretty good pitch in it, so. Looking good, boys. Looking good. We're getting there now. Pretty much smooth sailing from here on. As long as we got enough mud. Should have. My power screed won't run right, so we had to stop using that. Wind's just cranking it. Really, really nice day today. Here we are screeding off the garage. You can see there's a pitch in the garage. We're coming downhill here. That guy's pulling up some wire for you wire mesh watchers. Got a potato rake there pulling it up. Yeah, we're walking on it, but we still pull it up. This concrete's so stiff it ain't gonna go down too far anyways as we're pouring it. But I jumped in. I'm gonna screed here going down through. Mike's puddling. We all work so good together. It really doesn't matter who does what. We can kind of just pass the screed back and forth or the bow float. Doesn't really matter when it's me, Mike, and Chris working together. We all know how to do the same things. That one little piece in there, that porch is beautiful. So this little porch, we had the third truck bring a little bottle of air entrainment and we put it in there so that this porch, with our freeze thaw cycles, we did add some extra air to it. So, because this little pad is exterior concrete, it's not going to be enclosed like the rest of it that had just low air in it. So you can see Chris jumped on the power trowel. I'm going to hit the front of this garage. It was tightening up. Everything was drying really fast on this day, especially being February. You'd think we'd be there. I actually brought lights. I thought we were going to be there into the darkness. And I guess with the 2% accelerant in there and the hot water and the fact that that concrete sat in those trucks, because even though the first truck was late, all the other trucks were on time. So that kind of screwed us up because that first truck, you know, we had to unload him and he was late. That puts all the trucks as being late. So that kind of was a pain, but we got it down. You can see me and Mike out there on the sliders, and Chris is in the background. He's laying it down with the power trowel. You'll see here in a little bit it come out. The job come out really nice, and the builder was really happy. So that's why we're gonna be doing all these slabs, like I said. And Chris just come in and laid the garage down here. with the machine, and this is just the first pass, but you'll see I got a video of when we finished. It shined out real nice. We were done with this job at about 2 o'clock. We had finished power troweling it, and we were in the trucks at 2:30 heading out of there. So, and we started about 8:30. So it ended up being a good job, and we got more work for it, and there'll be more videos to come on this project. Oh, look at that, eh? Everybody's gonna want one. Yeah, it was a sad day. Made a lot of money in them old boots. Yeah, look at that trowel. It's like a banana. I'm gonna lay this garage down by hand. I'm gonna go behind that power trowel so that it's not super duper slippery. Give it a hand. Looks like we're not gonna be here late tonight like we kind of thought in February 9th. Thought we were gonna have a late night, but drying pretty nice. Well guys, there it is. We were done just after 2 o'clock, believe it or not. We had some snags in the morning, as you've probably seen in the video. I'll explain that to you, or I already might have already. But overall, it went good. Concrete come in a little bit on the hot side, but we got it down quick, and or kind of quick. It would have went quicker if it wasn't so low of a slump. We were fighting it, but it came out good, and we're out of here early. It's February 9th, and we're done at basically, I mean, we're going to be leaving here. It's 2:30, so we started pouring. We were supposed to start pouring at 7:30. We started pouring about 8:30, so not too bad. It's pretty nice. I'm in a t-shirt right now, and this is Central New York. Usually we got a couple feet of snow. But thanks for watching the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not. Leave me a comment, good or bad. Tell me how we didn't pull the wire mesh up, even if you want to. But I like my comments, helping the channel. See you next time.